Hey there, Pisces. Welcome to your reading for September 2021. This month, we are going to take a look and see what is going on for you this month. I just got, at the beginning of the reading as well, I just got September 2019 popped into my head for some reason. That was like the date that popped into my head. So I don't know if something significant happened for you in 2019 in September or not. I don't know if I did monthly readings in September of 2019. If I did, I'll try to remember to post that down below. But we're going to take a look at your current general energies in this first row. We're going to take a look at anything unexpected that could be coming in for you in your second row. And we're going to look at any advice from your guides in your last row. And that'll be that. We're also going to pull 3 yes or no question cards. I forgot, Pisces, to pull the 3 yes or no question cards in your next 3-month reading. So I apologize, but we will make sure to do that. I'm using the Tarot of the Mystical Moments, by the way, if you're wondering what deck this is. But all right, enough talking. Let's get started here, Pisces. You have this Spirit of Gratitude card here. So obviously I feel like being grateful, it would be a good idea for you at this time. And being grateful for the things that you have been, that you have been doing. I'm kind of getting like, some of you, I feel, need to be maybe a little bit grateful of the, kind of the things that you have gone through. You have this 6 of Wands here. I love this 6 of Wands in this deck because it has this hummingbird on it. Hummingbirds, travel a long distance to get their nectar, basically, to get their rewards. It, kind of perfectly represents the 6 of Wands. The 6 of Wands is normally a guy who's coming back from war. He's being cheered on. And it's like saying he's been through something very difficult and now he's being celebrated. And I feel that for a lot of you, 2 cards of going through something difficult, 6 of Wands, and you have the Star as well. The Star is a card that comes up after the Tower. We go Tower, Star in the major arcana. So it kind of represents healing from a Tower moment. So in a lot of ways, I feel that some of you are, entering into a much nicer energy. So I would just be grateful for that. I would be grateful for the challenges that you've been through as well. I feel like gratitude, it's like there's a change going this direction here, Pisces. We go 4 of Cups to the 7 of Pentacles to the Ace of Swords. It's like, some sort of disappointment being turned into a victory is kind of how I'm seeing this. It's like you have double victory cards here, 6 of Wands, Ace of Swords. So I feel for some of you, it's like you might not be exactly where you thought you wanted to be in your life or where you thought you would be at this time. I know I'm not. I never thought this was not in the cards, no pun intended, Pisces, for me to be reading cards at this point in my life, right? But here I am. So it's like you might not be exactly where you want to be, but I feel like you're exactly where you need to be at this time. You have the 6 of Wands. I want to clarify that as well and see what the next... it's same stuff. I don't really like this energy, if I'm being honest with you. I don't think this is a bad energy. I just think that it's a little bit of an annoying energy. Like I said, deep breath. It's like asking you to be patient, like all those annoying things. So you have the 6 of Wands, the Star, and the 4 of Cups. This is actually very good energy. There's clearly some sort of victory coming in for you, around this time, like I said. I do feel like that, turning around and seeing that things are better would be a good thing. It's funny because I'm pretty sure like a couple weeks ago, Aquarius had this card, and I was saying something about, again, I never looked it up after either, Pisces, but there's like a saying. I don't know what the saying is. Somebody might know in the comments, but I'll try to pin, if somebody knows it, I'll try to pin it. But there's some sort of saying about, the 4 of Cups is about the grass being greener on the other side. But there's some sort of saying about, the grass is greener in the bullshit or something, basically because they use manure to, fertilize grass to make it greener, right? So it's basically saying, like, if you're going through heavy energy, it's like exactly where you are right now might lead to the greenest grass. So I feel for some of you, again, like I've been saying, that is kind of like what you're, the grass isn't greener through some sort of change necessarily. I feel like the grass is going to be greener kind of where you have dealt with maybe the most challenges or the most difficulties. It always reminds me as well that, sometimes I always say you have to move a lot of dirt to get the gold, right? Which is very similar. So I feel like you've been through a lot of dirt maybe since, remember at the beginning of the reading, I kept getting September 2019. Even right now, as I'm going through the reading, I keep getting the date September 2019, not 2021. So there could have been, either a change or something happened in September 2019. Again, I'll try to find if like I said, I don't think I was doing monthlies at the time, but I'll try to find it and put it down below if I did it. And, that could have been like a turning point, or that could have been where you've had like a big idea. And it's like, since then, you've been maybe trying to manifest something here in this first row. In your next row here of the unexpected, you have the You Are Never Alone card. I do get like surprise love for some of you. Like love kind of coming out of nowhere. I'm pretty sure I said this to you recently as well. I think in your end of the year reading or your next 3-month reading, whatever that I call that, there was something about like someone kind of coming out of nowhere, or a relationship kind of appearing out of nowhere. I don't think it's like appearing out of nowhere, Pisces. I think it's just like you're not necessarily looking for it, and that's what I mean by out of nowhere. It's like you're not looking for it, but maybe a person appears. And that's what I feel you're getting here. I also am getting the word connections popping into my head, but I feel that the word is referring to how you will meet this person. So again, if you're looking for love, I feel like you'll meet someone through a connection, meaning like, like the things that are popping into my head are like maybe your neighbor has a grandson or a granddaughter or whatever it is that you date, right? Or it's like maybe you go to someone's party and you meet someone there. It's like, I feel like it comes through another connection, through another person. So I would take advantage of any social opportunities. I feel like you could meet a person there. I also feel that this could be just support in general. So it's like if you're trying to build a business or anything like that, I feel like that could, there could be someone who unexpectedly has some good knowledge. It's funny because, I would pay attention to, anyone that you don't expect to be intelligent. Like, specifically for those of you who are like looking for business knowledge or career knowledge or anything like that, I feel like you could be getting knowledge from someone that you just don't expect. So, Page of Swords is my card of children, but is also my card of getting information or knowledge from like an unlikely source kind of. So, I would pay attention here. You have the Seven of Cups, Seven of Pentacles, and the Page of Swords here. 2 sevens to me in the tarot is internal fears that don't exist, so definitely let your fears go. The 7 of Cups is kind of like being spoiled for choice. 7 of Pentacles says, is the juice worth the squeeze? So I feel for some of you, you could be saying that you're going to be moving on from something here because something isn't providing for you, Pisces. I feel like a sense of more pressure here, more because it's like, the best way I could say this, Pisces, is I feel intuitively that you're getting energy from one source. And what I mean by that is it's like if you have a business, it's like maybe you're only getting money from one client, or maybe you're only, or maybe you're noticing you work for a company and maybe they only have one client. I feel like you're trying to spread yourself out here. You're not spreading yourself too thin. I feel like you're just kind of diversifying as far as work and business is concerned. And I definitely get that with the 7 of Pentacles because, again, I see you like kind of widening out and I feel like it's because you don't want to, get screwed at some point. And again, maybe this is like, this over here, difficult situation. So it could be saying that like COVID or something maybe has taught you a difficult lesson where you had to like learn how to deal with money. So it's like now you don't want to deal with that again. I feel like what's unexpected is how quickly you're making a change here with the Page of Swords. Page of Swords can be a card of action. And I feel, again, what's kind of like unexpected for you this month is that you're going to be taking action very quickly towards, building more security is kind of what I feel here. I would still stay focused with the 7 of Cups as well. Especially in work or business, I feel like it would be a really good time. I said this to another sign like a while ago. I'm going to say this to you as well. I feel like it'd be a really good time to like think about what your like main important skill is and then try to strengthen that skill like as much as possible. It's going to make you very valuable at work. and it's probably going to make you more money. You have two cards of learning here, the Ace of Swords and the Page of Swords. So, again, I would learn as much as you possibly can about whatever it is that you do, but while staying focused. And sorry, Pisces, my allergies are crazy this year, so I need water. But yeah, I would definitely stay focused with that Seven of Cups. Next in the area of advice from your guides, you have the Taking Risk card. I don't think your guides are saying, take huge, big risks here, Pisces. I feel like your guides are more saying, push yourself a little bit farther than you would normally go. I do feel like you're I get more of a picture of a muscle here with this card. I feel like your guides are wanting you to strengthen your muscles. Not maybe literally, there's nothing wrong with improving your health, Pisces, of course. So, that could be literal, but I also feel it's like your guides are more saying that they want you to, strengthen your stress muscle, or want you to strengthen your risk-taking muscle in work or business. Maybe you always go for a small client. I feel like your guides want you to go for a big client. I really feel your guides are trying to kind of get you to soar to greater heights. There's a hawk flying on this card. So I feel like your guides are trying to get you to, expand, like I was saying earlier. I definitely feel like it would be a good time for you to take a risk, but mostly a risk, again, we're not talking about crazy risks here. We're talking about calculated risks or putting yourself out there in some way. You have the Ace of Swords, the King of Pentacles, and the Hierophant. Oh, another card of learning here with the Hierophant. So a lot of you, education would be very beneficial at this time. For some of you, this could be love. I do feel your guides could be asking you to take a risk in communicating with the person here with the Ace of Swords. For some of you, I do feel like it's the other way around. I feel like someone will be communicating with you. Probably a King of Pentacles here. So I feel that for some of you, it could be like an earth sign, or it could just be someone who's like the King of Pentacles, very stable, secure, all those other things. For others, I feel that your guides are kind of saying, how many times, I feel like your guides are saying, how many times can you, go over something? I feel like you're going to realize, I know what this is, Pisces. I feel like you are going to realize how over prepared you are for something, how much better at something you are going to be. And I think your guides are wanting you to realize that. So what the hell does that mean? That means that if you're starting a business, I feel like you've been preparing and preparing and preparing, and your guides are just okay, let's go. Let's get this show on the road. And it's once you start, I feel like it's off to the races. You're just going to be blasting off here. And I feel like a sense of over preparation with the Hierophant and the King of Pentacles. I feel this sense of wanting to know everything before you get started, but I feel like you know more than enough. So for those of you who have been thinking about starting a job, a business, or if you've been in that learning mode, I feel like it's time to get moving is what this is saying, because it's your guides, I feel, are saying you don't realize how easily this is going to come to you, and it's you're over preparing at this time. Sometimes I think we can stall things, especially if we say, oh, I need to learn more. It's eventually we have to get started. And I feel like you're at that point for those of you that are thinking about starting a business or starting, anything else, a personal project. It could be anything. And Butterfingers today, Pisces, but I feel like it's time to get moving. We're going to clarify this, and we are going to see where this goes. I'm using the Arcana Lenormand here to clarify, Pisces, but let's see what we get for you here, Pisces. Between the Six of Wands and Seven of Cups, you have this snake. This is the Queen of Clubs. The snake is a card of seduction. I actually feel pretty good about this. I feel that for a lot of you, again, with this whole message of your guides kind of wanting you to get moving this month. And again, remember what I said at the beginning of the reading? Maybe you've been preparing for something since September of 2019, because I was getting that date at the beginning of your reading, and I feel this is saying you're ready to get moving. Maybe you've been doing something else and preparing for something else. I feel like it's time. You have the book here. This is the 10 of Diamonds. How funny is it that I said hidden or secret information, or I was talking about information coming from an unlikely source. The book is a card of hidden or secret information. It's a very successful card. It's a 10 of diamonds, a lot of abundance that can come in off of the book here as well. But like I've been saying this entire time, there's clearly a message about education here, or learning. Again, at the end of the reading, I'm kind of leaning towards the fact that you do have enough education, that you are ready to get started. But, I feel like once we get started, we can keep learning. And there's nothing wrong with that. Between the Four of Cups and the Page of Swords, you have the Boat here, Pisces. And the ring dropped out here. The ring is a card of marriage. The boat is just a card of moving, or moving on from one place to another. Some of you definitely could be moving here with the boat, but it could also just represent, I kind of get more like this feeling of you overcoming something significant as well. Like, as I'm starting to clarify, there's a lot of energy here that would represent overcoming something. Even the Ace of Swords is a breakthrough here. I'm starting to see this, as a breakthrough as well, or some sort of breakthrough that you're having. Between the Seven of Cups and the Ace of Swords, you have the Bird, some sort of message. It's funny because I was saying that this would be communication here with the Ace of Swords. So the Birds is just a card of communication. Exactly like I said, I do feel some of you are receiving communication from a person here, and I do feel that it is probably in love. So, I like that. It is also a card of socializing, so I would definitely socialize. Like I said earlier, I feel like you could be meeting someone through a connection. Between the Seven of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles, you have the anchor, you have the boat and the anchor right here. The anchor is literally a card of, with the boat here, is you pulling up your anchor and putting your anchor down somewhere else. So it's like you're going to become very stable. For any of you who are making a change, again, I feel here that your guides are kind of saying, like I was saying earlier, that you're ready. You are ready to get started. I also feel like you don't realize how quickly you're going to be established as well. It's like, let's say you're going from one business to another. You could be worried that there's going to be some, a period of time before you build that other business up. But I feel like you're going to establish yourself very, very quickly. And so it's like you have nothing to worry about here, Pisces. Between the Page of Swords and the Hierophant, you have the whip. Again, like cracking the whip, right? It's a card of beating yourself up, actually. It's a card of whipping yourself in the back. So it says don't beat yourself up. But I also feel like it's saying you've done enough work, like I said with the Hierophant. Your top row outcome is the cross. The cross is having a cross to bear. It can be a card of burdens, but it's kind of like a card of getting to the greener grass. I always say in this deck here, the Enchanted Lenormand, the cross is called the crossing in this deck. And it's like there's bad, burnt ground, and then there's green grass on the other side. So it kind of says you've been through something, like I said at the beginning of the reading, to get to something great. You have the Ace of Spades, the Lady. The Lady is a card of existing problems being resolved. So I do feel there's like some improvements coming in for you, Pisces. And you have the Bear. The Bear can represent overbearing energy, but it is also a card of great progress. I actually love that card because to me, the Bear can represent making a huge leap forward. And that's where I do feel that for you here. I feel there is a breakthrough. I do feel that for a lot of you, there is a big leap forward. But again, it's going to be different for all of you. I feel like you need to look at where you are, where you feel unprepared. I feel like you're more prepared than you realize, and you need to get started, Pisces. And that's that. So thank you for being here, Pisces. Just kidding. We're going to pull 3 yes or no question cards here, Pisces. So we're going to do 1, 2, and 3. If you don't have 3 questions, that's fine as well. I'm going to just put them all together. But Pisces, if you pick card number 1, you have the 6 of Pentacles, I would say yes. I feel like the perfect balance as well. So whatever you're asking about, I feel like there's perfect balance here. Yes. For card number 2, I would say yes. Page of Pentacles, definitely yes. So I would say yes. And for question number 3, I would say yes. Damn, Pisces, that is, I like that. The Empress as well, a lot of abundance. Wherever you are planting seeds, whatever you are working on is going to end up being extremely abundant. I really do feel that all in all, It might sound very simple, but I feel like this reading is saying it's like you can keep learning about whatever you're studying, whatever you're learning about, but you need to like get started on that as well because there's going to be a lot of abundance. I feel like you're very attractive at this time as well. Queen of Clubs is a card of seduction. I kind of said this, but I do feel that energy is more you in this reading. This Queen of Clubs energy, the snake, and the Empress is a card of a seduction as well. So very attractive at this time, Pisces, but it looks good. So thank you for being here and definitely enjoy your month.